What is going on, everybody? It's Taskmaster bringing you another amateur hour. Alright, I actually just recorded this, and somehow my mic audio wasn't fucking working, so I gotta redo it, which is great, because now all my thoughts are nice and calm and collected, so let's go ahead and get started. This week, I want to talk about an instance of an ill-deserved ego. So, about a week or two ago, roughly, I was playing dubs with my homie Kush, and they hosted, I think it was, might have been a one and done, I don't remember exactly, but basically, it was a 2v2 Search and Destroy UMG on Fringe, and the first round or two was normal, you know. There was VMPs, M8s, you know, it was a normal competitive affair. Let me use one real quick. It was a normal, it was a normal competitive affair. Then about 2 or 3 rounds in, one of the dudes on their team pulls out a dingo. Now, obviously, if you're watching this, you probably already know what a dingo is. If not, it's a light machine gun that shoots hell fast and does a lot of damage really quick. I think easily probably the cheapest, if not the cheapest, then definitely one of the cheapest guns, in the game. It's really unfair and it's really lame when people use it. So, basically, we're playing, you know, like I said, it was like BMPs, M8s, maybe a CUDA, you know, a Man of War, and even then, I mean, a Man of War is a little too much, but I mean, I'll deal with it. But anyway, so it's a West Coast host, and Kush and I are 3-barring, and the kid decides to pull out a dingo, and then at the end of the match, you know, I was a little heated, I'm not gonna lie, so I tweeted the one kid that I had added, and I was like, look, bro, that was pretty fucking lame, man. You know, that sucks. You know, you don't have to do that shit. And he doesn't reply with like, oh yeah, you know, he was just fucking around or something. Like, if he would have done that, I think I would have been a little less, if not completely not mad about it. You know, like, I would have just been like, alright, whatever. You know, he's fucking around, like, he realizes it's lame. You know, who cares? Whatever. You know, done and over with. But no, this dude fucking tweets back, and first thing he says is, I don't know how y'all are getting shit on by a dingo. Probably because it's a dingo. Second thing he says, you know, because I'm like, well, obviously it's a West Coast host, and your homie's using a fucking dingo. And, you know, he basically replies with, you know, some like, oh, kill yourself, you know, you're really shitty at the game, you know, blah, 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 this and that, whatever, like, excuse me, just some unnecessary bullshit, you know, like, shit that you don't need to say to people, you know, at all. So that gets me even more heated. So, you know, I replied, I'm like, bro, like, you're one of the problems in this fucking community and blah, 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 and, you know, he just keeps talking like, oh, you know, you're shit, you know, you're never gonna be good at the game, blah, 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 whatever. Which, sure, you know, I don't really care. Like, I don't get personally offended when, you know, kids act like that, because they're kids. They're literally children. And, you know, this generation just doesn't seem to really have a lot of respect, it seems. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but either way, what's really the point I'm trying to make from this story is this kid had an ego, because I think he went like 3 and 6 or something like that on the map, or 3 and 4, 3 and 5. He was negative, regardless. But his homie with the dingo, I think, was in like double digits or something. It was ridiculous. It sucked. It really fucking sucked. And the problem here is he got an ego because of something that his homie was doing, and basically thought he was the shit because his homie was being a piece of shit, which in turn made him a piece of shit. And that's just not something we need. It seems like every time I check on Twitter, and you know, people retweet you know, gameplays and clips and stuff like that, you know, people getting turned on and stuff like that. By all means, be proud of your accomplishments. If you turn on somebody, that's great. You know, good for you. Good job. That means that you got incredibly lucky, you got great timing, and you know, your internet might be good as well. You know, there's a lot of factors that come into that, but just because you got turned on doesn't mean that you suck, necessarily. But, the problem becomes when people start attacking the person that was in the clip or whatever. Now, I mean, I could understand, you know, if you're homies or whatever, like the dude I was talking about in last week's video. Like I said, we roast him all the time, but that's, like, he laughs about it, we all laugh about it. You know, like, at the end of everything that we're saying, it's fucking hilarious. And it's a great time. But the problem is just this sense of entitlement or something that comes in this community, that everybody thinks that they're the fucking best thing that's ever come to Call of Duty, and you know, it just sucks. You know, it's not something that we need to be doing, you know, as amateur COD players. Pro players, by all means, you know, they're in their own fucking tier, you know, if they want to talk shit to each other, whatever, like, you know that when they go to events and everything, they're chumming around, hanging out, you know, having a few drinks or something, you know, if they're old enough. They're fooling it, you know, they're having fun. They're hanging out, they're chilling. But, you know, when competition time comes, that's when they start getting, you know, they start trash talking a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're all friends. And that's fantastic, and that's something that the amateur community sorely fucking lacks. Because if you know, just this past month, we'll say, you know, if I played, you know, 30 competitive matches in this last month or so, maybe 2 or 3 of them, the people that I played against, were actually, like, cool, you know, before and after the game. And that's what I want to change. I want everybody to just be fucking cool. You know, the reason that everybody fucking hates Call of Duty players so much, like Halo players and you know, Gears of War and everything, the reason that they fucking think that we're pieces of shit is because we are pieces of shit collectively. And that sucks. We don't get any fucking respect because we don't deserve it. And that's something that we sincerely, very, very, very much need to change. And it's just, it's getting old quick. And I mean, I could have, you know, another hour-long episode on what's wrong with Call of Duty as a game. But I won't even go there, because that's, you know, it's not something I need to get into. That's not what this is here for. What this is here for is to send the message, and this week's message is, don't be a piece of shit. You know, be cool. Just be cool. If you shit on somebody, like if you 6-0 a team, you know, in a search and destroy, or, you know, 3-0 them in a best of 5, you know, 2-0 them in a best of 3, whatever you do. If you're awesome, be awesome. If you're awesome, don't be a piece of shit. That's honestly the best way that I could sum this whole thing up, you know? I don't know. That's it. At that point, I'm just gonna start fucking rambling again, and I don't need to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you know, you either got something from this, or you know, it at least kind of made you think a little bit, because that's what these videos are for. You know, I'm not one to you know, pedal for subscribers and shit like that, but I really want to start a conversation, and I want to try to better the community as a whole. So do me a favor, drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment down below, or tweet me or something. You know, my Twitter is down there. You know, let's talk, man. Let's be cool. Let's actually become a community instead of a group of assholes. Thanks a lot, guys. And I'll see you next week.